In this lecture, we will review the history of functionalism. We will also touch base on its founder, William James. Functionalism in psychology, which emerged in the late 19th century, focuses on the purpose and adaptive functions of mental processes rather than their structure. It emphasizes how the mind helps individuals adapt to their environment and solve practical problems, contrasting the structuralism's focus on the basic elements of consciousness. Now, functionalism is the philosophy of mind, is the doctrine that makes something a mental state of a particular type, does not depend on its internal constitution, but rather on the way it functions or the role it plays in the system of which it is a part. This doctrine is rooted in Aristotle's conception of the soul and has antecedents in Hobbes' conception of the mind as a calculating machine, but it has become fully articulated and popularly endorsed only in the last third of the 20th century. Though the term functionalism is used to designate a variety of positions in a variety of other disciplines, including psychology, sociology, economics, and architecture, we are going to focus on functionalism as a philosophical thesis about the nature of mental states. Now, again, functionalism is a theory about the nature of mental states. According to functionalism, mental states are identified by what they do rather than what they are made of. This can be understood by thinking about artifacts like mousetraps or keys. In particular, the original motivation for functionalism comes from the helpful comparison of minds with computers. The main arguments for functionalism depend on showing that it is superior to its primary competitors, identity theory of behaviorism. Contrasted with behaviorism, functionalism retains the traditional idea that mental states are internal states of thinking creatures. Contrasted with identity theory, functionalism introduces the idea that mental states are multiply realized. So again, the term functionalism originated in the late 19th century in the United States as a distinct approach within psychology. It emerged as a response to the prevailing structuralist school of thought, which focused on analyzing the components of the human mind. Structuralism faced criticism for its relevance on introspection methods and its emphasis on static mental structures. Functionalism, on the other hand, sought to understand the purpose of mental processes and how they adapt to changing environments. It was heavily influenced by Charles Darwin's evolution theory, which proposed that psychological processes have evolved to serve adaptive functions. Several key figures were associated with the development of functionalism. William James, which we will go more in depth in a little bit, often considered the father of psychology, was instrumental in shaping the functionalist approach. His book, The Principles of Psychology, published in 1890, provided a comprehensive exploration of functionalism and its principles. John Dewey, another influential figure, applied functionalism to educational psychology. He believed that education should focus on the practical application of knowledge and emphasized the importance of learning through experience. So again, functionalism in psychology, which emerged in the late 19th century, focuses on the purpose and adaptive functions of mental processes rather than their structure. It emphasizes how the mind helps individuals adapt to their environment and solve practical problems, contrasted with structuralism's focus on the basic elements of consciousness. Now let's review some key aspects of functionalism. Adaptation and evolution. Functionalists, influenced by Darwin's theory of evolution, believed that mental processes evolved to help humans survive and thrive in their environments. Practical applications. They were interested in how mental processes could be applied to real-world situations, leading to the development of applied psychology fields like educational psychology and industrial organizational psychology. Focus on mental activities. Unlike structuralism, which focused on breaking down consciousness into basic elements, functionalism emphasized the functions and purposes of mental processes, such as thinking, learning, and problem solving. Broader scope of study. Functionalists advocated for a broader approach to psychology, including the study of individual differences and the use of diverse research methods beyond introspection. Okay, let's move on to William James. William James was born in 1842 and died in 1910. He was the first American psychologist who espoused a different perspective on how psychology should operate. James was introduced to Darwin's theory of evolution by natural selection and accepted it as an explanation of an organism's characteristics. Key to that theory is the idea that natural selection leads to organisms that are adapted to their environment, including their behavior. Adaptation means that a trait of an organism has a function for survival and reproduction of the individual because it has been naturally selected. As James saw it, psychology's purpose was to study the function of behavior in the world, and as such, his perspective was known as functionalism. Functionalism focused on how mental activities helped an organism fit into its environment. It does have a second, more subtle meaning in that functionalists were more interested in the operation of the whole mind rather than of its individual parts, which were the focus of structuralism. Like Wundt, James believed that introspection could serve as one means by which someone might study mental activities, but James also relied on more objective measures, including the use of various recording devices and examinations of concrete products of mental activities and of autonomy and physiology. Now let's review some objectors to functionalism. These objectors generally charge that it classifies too many things as having mental states, or at least more states than psychologists usually accept. The effectiveness of the arguments for and against functionalism depends in part on the particular variety in question, and whether it is a stronger or weaker version of the theory. In one version or another, functionalism remains the most widely accepted theory of the nature of mental states among contemporary theorists. Again, functionalism in the philosophy of mind is the doctrine that what makes something a mental state of a particular type does not depend on its internal constitution, but rather on the way it functions or the role it plays in the system of which it is a part. Functionalism tries to understand the purpose of mental processes and how they adapt to their changing environments. Functionalism in psychology, which emerged in the late 19th century, focuses on the purpose and adaptive functions of mental processes rather than their structure.